here chasing better. No matter where I go, I want you to know that I'm out here chasing better.
What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday night. I'm in my live spot with the horse in the background. This just happens to be where I do lives, I guess. But I am getting ready to do a training for a bunch of coaches tonight. And before I do, I thought I would jump on for a minute, which, by the way, I hate when people say that. I just wanted to pop on quick or hop on quick. I don't know what to say. Go on live, be live, do a podcast, do a YouTube, do a TikTok, do a Instagram. My gosh, anybody else overwhelmed by the sheer number of ways? My goodness, it's a lot. But nevertheless, I'm excited. Tonight I get to do some training, which just encourage and help people. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this today because if you're anything like me, it's easy for you to very much criticize yourself and question yourself regarding who you are, what you do, the impact that you've made. Because I think we just tend to be, our own worst critics. It's just the way it works. And I was driving on the road today. I was on my way to an appointment, and I was driving down the road, and I started thinking about impact and people that I've had the opportunity to impact in the course of my life through different things: friendship, coaching, leading, speaking, communicating. And it's a lot. To get the messages that I get, and I get a variety, and I feel like some of the things that I say can be polarizing. And part of the reason is because I do, in some ways, and I don't think this makes me abnormal, I just feel like I vocalize it, but I feel like two different people. Because I, as a person, do not like for anybody to tell me what I can and cannot do. Anybody. My kids, Julie, friends, I don't care. And there's a stubborn streak in me, and I know, and I am not saying this to say that this is a good thing. I think it can be. I think it can also be a harmful thing. But I am stubborn. And if somebody tells me not to do something, not to say something, not to post something, I'm going to want to do it. But there's this crazy thing. Because there's this thing in me that rises up that's like, I will run over anybody that stands in my way and tells me I can't do something. But after I run you over, I will turn over my shoulder and make sure you're okay. I did this thing about people falling, and are you someone that laughs first or checks and see if they're okay first? And I laugh, but I always check to see if they're okay. It's just part of what I am. I do like helping people. I do enjoy it. And as I was driving down the road today, I was reflecting on that because I get a lot of messages, like tons. Can't even respond to them all. Messages from people sharing concern, messages from people sharing encouragement. I've been pretty vocal about faith and how that at one time in my life played a pretty significant role in defining who I was, and now it doesn't anymore. And I've gotten a lot of messages from people that I'm working with or that are friends or connected to me that have been very encouraged by that and very seen by that and very accepted by that. And I've gotten some other ones where people have been very concerned with that and very challenged by that and very attacked by that. And life is a really challenging thing because there are always going to be people impacted, always. And that is a really difficult thing to deal with, especially when you battle yourself internally. And I battle myself internally. For those of you that are there that battle yourselves internally, it can be a challenge. And I know for me, I am highly critical of myself. I highly question myself. I strongly antagonize myself. But sometimes I have to remember that I really have made an impact, that I have helped a lot of people. I have helped thousands of people lose weight. I have helped thousands of people build thriving coaching businesses. I have helped and am starting the process of building something where I'm helping people with mindset and do over their life and start things over and redefine. And so I'm involved in a lot of things. I love thinking about stories of people I've helped with losing weight that couldn't fit on roller coasters and now they can. We're in wheelchairs and 70 plus years old and now they no longer are. People that worked at jobs that took them away from their kids and now they get to stay home. People that had no confidence and now they do. People that felt that they were going through the motions and now they're not. People that didn't know how they were going to make ends meet and now they do. I've been able to give generously. I've been able to help people in lines at Walmart. I've been able to do a lot of things to help a lot of people. And I fully intend on doing that more and more and more and more as I venture out. I can still picture the eyes of people that have tears when I share stories or when I talk or when I've shared places of pain that I've been through and come out on the other side of. And it keeps me going. It really does. I am someone that is very, very energized. That for me, helping someone, making someone smile, making someone think that they can make it, making somebody believe for another day, giving somebody something to hope in, it's fuel. It just keeps me going. And so because of that, I'm going to be doing this in some form forever. You know, I love doing this with health and wellness, but man, helping people with mindset stuff and speaking there's nothing in the world that makes me come alive more than that. It's what I love more than anything. And I'm excited to move into this next journey of my life in a, you know, encouraged by me or upset by me. I fully know that I can be an incredibly polarizing person, and that's not changing. I don't know if you saw the previous or the earlier live talking about I don't like it when people tell me what to do, and that's not changing. I've had people tell me maybe you shouldn't use language in your posts and in your videos. That's not changing. Shit ass damn. All right. I am a person that is on a journey, and I love to help people that are on a very similar journey feel seen and feel heard and feel alive and feel free. And that is what I love to do more than anything else. And so, yeah, helping people awaken to who they want to be is my life's great passion. Not who they feel like they're supposed to be. Because I think that there's a lot of people that are doing and becoming what they feel the expectation of others want them to be. I want you to be who you want to be. I want you to be who you want to be. And I help you do that by being that myself, and by and I'm not, I'm not out there trying to make you into what I am. I was telling somebody this the other day, because I have been pretty vocal about the fact that I am not a person that considers myself a person of faith anymore. But what I was talking to somebody about the other day? My mission in life is not to make you question your faith or not believe in things. In fact, the opposite. I want you to pursue what you want to pursue. And if faith is that thing, then pursue it. Just don't tell me that I have to believe in the same things you do. Because I'm going to pursue what I want to pursue. And I can assure you that that's not going to be something that changes. And I think sometimes we just need somebody to believe in us, somebody to stand beside us, somebody. I was looking at, I'm a big football fan, and was watching the playoff game this past week of the Cincinnati Bengals against the Chiefs, and there was a player for the Bengals that made a really bad decision and committed a really, we would say, I think it was probably a dumb penalty, but it's tough to judge when I'm sitting on a couch and that guy's out there playing in front of 60,000 fans plus millions watching on a TV. And it's easy for me to look at him and say what he should have done when I'm not in that moment. But he would himself admit, and I think it's pretty obvious, that he made a mistake. Like he did something that was a mistake that cost his team the game, the chance to go to the Super Bowl. And I love that as he was sitting there on a bench, these people are men, these people are human beings. Like they, men and women that play a sport, that do something, that have a whole country watching them, a fan base that is just putting all of it. There's people that put so much money on this. Like, it's just a big deal. And then that happens and you feel like you just let the world down. And he's sitting there on the bench, literally crying with his helmet on. You can see it. And somebody on his team comes and sits next to him, just sits there. And then this guy that made this mistake goes and gives a press conference, because that's what you got to do. You have the greatest victory in your life or the greatest defeat, and you have to sit there and answer questions in front of the world, and then you're judged if you say the wrong things. And he's sitting there giving this interview, and his teammate is sitting there next to him. He's not answering questions for them, but he's making sure that teammate knows you're not alone. And I feel something about that so strongly, because I can tell you, and there are people in this world that have made mistakes, that have done stupid things, that they've had a lot of people turn on them, and I don't. I will be the person that sits by you on the bench when there's 50,000+ people pointing fingers at you and booing you and mocking you and telling you that you made a mistake, that you just dropped the ball. That is fine. They can throw stuff. I will sit my ass right next to you, and they can throw stuff at me too. That's my role as a coach. That's my role in your life. To frickin' sit there, and if they're going to boo you, then they're going to boo me too. And I'm good with it. So I'm going to go do this training and call it a night. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See no more fears or moved by peers. I dry my tears, 'cause